Okay. Yes, adding and subtracting monomials. I am numbering according to page 1. And we start with 17x minus 25x.
Oh, this is example. Okay.
Okay, so 17x minus 25x. What do we do first? KCO, good. All right, and what does that give me?
Y'all, 17x plus negative 25x equals 0, I guess?
8. It's not 0.
Negative 8x.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, number 2. Oh, I'm sorry, number 3. We have negative 15, a to the third, BC, plus 6, a to the third, BC.
It's not hard.
Okay, these are all the same. Okay, notice that that is the same as that, so therefore we can add them together.
Just negative 15 plus 6.
Okay, which gives me what?
9. Negative 9.
Negative 9,
8.
a to the third power, BC. Good.
I thought you added the BC together.
Nothing happens to my variables. They stay exactly the same. We are adding and subtracting coefficients only. All right, let's do another one. I'm going to have to flip pages. All right, number 11. Okay. So I know I'm going to have a sign in between here because my variables, I have y's and I've got z's, so they're not all the same. So I'm going to end up with a plus sign or a minus sign, whatever in between. So what can I do to this?
Add 3y.
All right, KCO. Lovely. All right, now what do I do?
Add 4y plus 3y.
Okay, those are called like terms. Okay, so I'm going to combine like terms, these terms and these terms. And I get what?
You get 7y.
7y.
Negative 6z.
Well, it's positive 9 plus negative 3, so that'd be what?
6.
That'd be just 6, yes, 6c.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Now notice the whole time I'm doing this, nothing is happening to my variables. This is the same z that is up here, and this is the same y that's up here. Nothing is going, nothing's being squared, nothing's being multiplied yet because we haven't gotten there yet. All right, any questions on adding and subtracting monomials? Yes.
What if it only has one big? If there's only one column? That's fine.
Well, if this was an x, then it would have and it didn't have an exponent, it would have the exponent, invisible exponent of 1. We will get to that in just a moment, so we will answer that question. Number 3. Shh. Okay, so the first thing it tells us to do on our sheets is to multiply coefficients. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down. I'm going to put all my numbers together and all my exponents together because multiplication is what class? Commutative. So you don't have to worry about whether or not it's okay to rearrange it. It's always okay. All right, so I have 4 times 3. There's my coefficients. And then x squared times x to the 5th. Okay? All right, what is 12 times, what is 4 times 3? 12. I gave you the answer. All right, and then I have x to the 2 plus 5 power, so what will that be?
7.
12x.
To the 7th power. Good. 12x to the 7th power.
This is.
It is.
Because we've done it like
You didn't. You did
Yeah,
it last
last
year.
year.
So this year it should be very, very easy.
I feel like that's all Algebra I Monomials.
It's pre-algebra on steroids. I told you that. All right. Next, we have...
Wait,
Oh,
whoa.
sorry. Okay, so let's move on to number 9. And we have negative 2xy times xy, 3x squared y to the third. Okay, lots of things and lots of places. So once again, let's group everything together as it looks alike. So let's group our numbers.
Is that a Y or a 4?
Wow.
Y.
Wow.
So negative 2 times 3. Now don't forget, all of these numbers have an invisible exponent of what?
1.
1.
So there's not a variable that's x, y. It's just
No. Okay, so we have 2 times 3, and then we're going to group our x's together. So let's get our x's. So we have x to the first times x to the first times x squared. And then let's group our y's together. There's a y, there's a y, and there's a y. I have y to the first times y to the first.
Where are you getting this y to the first thing?
She's multiplying all the y's together.
Do you not see the ones up here?
No, I see it.
Okay. Okay, we're doing that so that we make sure that we add them together correctly. There's,
So I add a 1 to all of them?
yes.
Except the one that has the decimal already.
Yes, those were the ones that didn't have an exponent.
What all needs to be in our notebook?
Okay, so my numbers multiply out and give me what?
Negative 5.
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Okay, my x's. I'm going to have x to the 1 plus 1 plus 2 power. And then y to the what?
What did you just apply to the 1 plus 1 plus 3?
There you go. All right, so that gives me negative 6, x to the 4th, y to the...
I don't
Try
know
again.
What you're doing right
Fill,
now.
fill.
And that's my answer.
Wait, where's that? Where's that Y going? Like, is the 6x and the Y on a different line than the 1 plus 1 plus 2 thing?
These are exponents.
Oh.
Those are the exponents right there. I have one more example with a fraction. Is everybody finished with this problem? Find out in just a minute. 15. We have 1/4 times 8mn times negative 6m squared n squared. Number 15. If you don't want to work it in your notebook, you can work it in your binder. It's on page 2. All right,
So
so
easy, and then they just gotta throw in a fraction.
that's right.
Good.
Okay, don't forget, if it doesn't have a variable, an exponent, it will get a 1, an imaginary 1. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's break out our numbers. We have 1/4 times 8 times negative 6. And then I've got times m to the first,
M to the second.
M to the
What's connected to the N?
There's no M. Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, wait,
Spells
sorry.
H.
M. And then this is N times N to the first.
This is, can't you just count up the numbers? Count up the variables and get them right?
Okay. So, what is 1/4 times 8?
1/4 times 8. Would that be?
22.
2. You're going to cross cancel and you're going to get all that's going to cancel out. You're going to get 2. Now we have to multiply 2 times -6, and what do we get? -12. All right. Now what is my count on the M's? 3. Okay. And N? 3. Okay. So see, fractions not that bad.